study found that 85% of men and 48% of women had had premarital sex, and half of men and 4 in 10 women had cheated on their spouses. According to Kinsey, nearly 7 in 10 men had slept with prostitutes, 10% had been homosexual for a prolonged period of time, and 17% of males on farms had pursued sex with livestock. Kinsey also claimed that 95% of single women had had abortions, along with 25% of married women. Americans were, Kinsey argued, a rather bawdy lot. The first book flew off the shelf, selling 200,000 copies in 2 months alone. But the science Kinsey pursued was deeply flawed. As journalist Sue Ellen Browder explained, Kinsey's statistics weren't reflective of reality because the sample wasn't reflective of reality. Of his original 5,300 white male sample, at least 317 were sexually abused minors, several hundred male prostitutes, and hundreds were likely sex offenders in prison when they were interviewed. The interviewees were also self-selected, and those who opt into such studies tend to be more sexually profligate. Kinsey used similarly terrible methodology when surveying women. No wonder the chairman of the University of Chicago Committee on Statistics, W. Allen Wallace, scoffed at Kinsey's entire method of collecting and presenting the statistics. But the reality of Kinsey's methodology mattered less than his implicit promise. Human beings could be better by casting aside the vestiges of the old morality. And the best news of all was this: it was all natural. No more struggling to seek the natural law. No more utilizing reason to hem in biological urges. By becoming animals, we could become more free. If it felt good, not only should we do it, we had a biological imperative to do it. Forget striving for existential meaning. We could all find truth by being ourselves. This was Rousseau's argument for the noble savage's biological extreme. And the basis for that argument would only grow stronger in the scientific community. Scientists would soon argue that the capacity for free choice itself was no longer present. That we were automatons, slaves to our biology, robots deceived by the sophisticated outgrowth of our own neurosurgery. Harvard professor E.O. Wilson was perhaps the greatest advocate of this position. He posited that human beings had inescapable programming that made us behave in certain ways in response to our environment. Furthermore, through investigation of the interaction of that innate nature and the environment, we could fully predict human behavior. Culture was merely an outgrowth of that interaction. Darwinian evolution ruled the roost. Wilson called his theory of everything sociobiology. Sociobiology, he said, could provide the great consilience of science.